Grace and peace. It's great to be with you. I am Pastor Renee Teague, the pastor of Enon United Methodist Church. And I've been talking a good bit since the whole pandemic thing about my pandemic gardens. Well, as it's been time for the fruit to be harvested, there hadn't been quite as much fruit as one would have thought. And I have looked at it and figured, and I have a couple of things that I'm sure impacted the fruit. One of them is the seeds. If you just throw any old seeds that you can lay your hands on, and in my case, I ordered them all from Amazon, then the quality of plants and fruit that you're going to get, it could be a little bit impaired. But I don't really think the seeds are my whole problem. I think my biggest problem is the dirt. Now, having planted keyhole gardens, they will make dirt in time, but they didn't make dirt instantly. So they have plenty of organic matter down in there, and cardboard and all these things, and they have compost that's growing dirt in the middle of them, but they've only been out there April, May, June. They've only been out there for 4 months, and 4 months isn't much time to make dirt. So really, when they were put in, we couldn't go to the store, so we didn't go buy the peat moss, the organic matter that the soil really needed. And so it's not horrible dirt, but it's not great. And so the seeds that weren't great have been growing in dirt that wasn't great. We need good dirt. And it takes a lot of time and effort to develop good dirt. Here in Hanover County, we know that our sandy, loamy soil grows tomatoes. It's really not great dirt, but because of what it is, it really is good for tomato plants. Well, in Christian, in the idea of your heart, what is the equivalent of good dirt? Of the soil of your heart, what is the most important ingredient there in the soil of your heart so that you can grow in great stature as a disciple, so that you can grow in depth of love of neighbor? Well, I would propose to you that it's humility. In my upper room reading today from Christopher Miracle's book, Deeply Rooted, he talks about the humility that we need. It's in knowing my own weaknesses that I can depend on God. It's in knowing who I truly am that I can relate well to neighbors. This humility is essential for growing the heart that Jesus tells about. The seeds, some fell on rocky soil, and some fell on the path, and some were hauled away by the birds, and some the weeds took over and choked out. But some seed fell on good, rich soil. In Luke 8:8, we read, some fell into good soil, and when it grew, it produced 100-fold. As he said this, he called out, let anyone with ears to hear listen. I want to invite you to find some humility, know who you are. And one of the things that we can do is lean on others, lean on Jesus, reach out to get some help, to have a voice to talk to, admit that we need that, to be humble, to listen to what the other one thinks and hear their point of view. It's humility. So we're going to sing a song about leaning and help you remember to lean on other people. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Lord, may you help us to be humble, lean on others, and seek out the help we need. Amen.